Well, hello, my wonderful hive, and welcome to my latest pre recorded video. But first, of course, as always, let's kick it off with my little theme, shall we?
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The royal hostess with the mostest. The queen bee with the money, honey.
BeePlus!
That's right. And it's time you all bow to the real queen bee.
Here she comes, the most beautiful bee in the universe.
You're stealing all the bees just because you're jealous?
No, that's just a bonus. My actual plan is to capture all the queens. Their hives will then have no choice but to follow me.
So, that right there alone, that intro, that really crappy intro that I made when I had no idea what I was doing with making videos and stuff like that. I had no idea what I was doing. And even that is more creative content than actually all of the people that are trying to say that I don't, have any content of my own are saying. But that's cool. That's cool. We don't have to go into that quite yet, but we will get into that soon enough. Don't you worry about that. Although I am testing out a new intro for everybody. And yes, because I figured I would use, I don't know. I'm still proud of this little one that I made here. I think it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm doing this pre-recorded because I really don't have and I part of me doesn't even want to come on here and do this either because I'm just I don't care. Like I don't give a fuck. I do not care. But I am going to address a few things because I can and because I feel like they need to be addressed. But I mean, I've been procrastinating because I have better things to do with my life than discuss this stuff on the internet. But because some people are just dying for my attention, because I know it's just such a great thing to have. You're just been so very desperate for it lately. I figured I'd give them what they wanted this once. So we're going to get into that and we'll see wherever this takes us. I've got everything prepared here. I've got my water. I've got a seltzer. I have a Red Bull. I'm prepared. We're going to do this. But first, let me share with you that new intro I'm playing with just because I can. And let's see. Let me see. I've gotten quite good at this. Wait. Okay. I think no, we don't want to share that. Right. Okay. All right. Let's check it out, guys.
It's about to be my time. I'm gonna be that chick. Walking the streets like a model, leading the way and they follow. I'm turning it up, burn it up like a sauna, and I'm gonna be who I want. Freaking the bad like I'm Crystal, freaking the mood like an idol. I'm turning it up, burn it up like a sauna, and I'm gonna be who I wanna. She gon' be that. All about that grind, 'cause I wanna be that chick. All about that grind, 'cause I wanna be that chick. All about that grind, 'cause I wanna be that chick. Like whoa, hella style, confidence, on slack, like hair, saying it every way. I'm working on that, I'm not so new. I'ma be just fine. I'm all about that grind, 'cause I wanna be that chick.
So, yes, that is that. So, yeah. I've just been, playing around with different things and trying to spruce things up a little bit. Oh my god, I am so thirsty. It's so hot out and I can't get enough water. It's something. It's supposed to get even hotter again. We're supposed to have another heat wave. But while we're still on the topic, why don't you all hit that like button? I know you want to do it. I can see you. I can see you through that screen. And I don't know why you haven't hit the like button already, but if you haven't, here's a reminder for you. Hit that like button right now. I know you want to. And if you haven't subscribed to me, please hit that red button right now. Please hit that subscribe button because, you're not going to, I don't know. A lot of people seem to like me. I know that everyone says I'm boring or whatever. If you think I'm boring, then why the fuck are you here listening to me? I mean, bye. I'd rather be a boring bee than any bit of you. Some of you people, I love. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I love the fact that I see the word jealousy thrown around. What the fuck would I be jealous of? Like, dear Lord, please, somebody tell me what I'm apparently jealous of. I would love to know. Because I don't think I'm ugly. I don't think, I have confidence. I don't think that none of that is gonna like phase me, especially when it's coming from people like yourselves. That like completely negates it. So if fucking really ugly people want to call me ugly, well, that's fine. You want to call me crazy when you're batshit loony? Okay, whatever. And I'm telling you guys, some of these people are they're just nuts. They're nuts. And I've been debating whether I wanted to even address this or not. But here's the thing. I'm going to address it because you don't get to say whatever you want about me. You don't get to come at me. You don't get to do that and then get a free pass for not getting mentioned. That's not how this works. And you're not going to fucking do that. We're going to put a stop to this right now. Right the fuck now, we're going to put a stop to this because you're only doing it for attention. You're using my name for attention and you're going to stop. End of story. You're going to stop because it's lies. And I've had enough of it. You're not going to fucking lie about me. And I know, I'm not stupid. That's one thing I'm not. I'm very, very smart. I'm very, very smart. And Natasha, I'm surprised at you. I am surprised at you. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So I want to lead up to this. I don't want to just like dive in. I kind of have to preface this for anybody who's not familiar with what's going on and blah, 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 blah. So for those of you who haven't been following the latest and whatnot, there have been some things going on, like kind of behind the scenes, so to speak. So, and I've been receiving these harassing emails for a long time. I don't check my email. And I want to say this out loud too. I apologize to anybody who's emailed me and has not heard back in a timely fashion. Like I actually was going through them the other day and I was reading them. I felt terrible. That like people felt that way, that I hadn't responded. When that was never my intent. It's not like I was looking at their emails and purposely not responding. I just didn't go into my email. I mean, with everything that I've, that's gone on in my life the past couple months, when I was sick, and it's been a little overwhelming for me. So I really want to apologize to anybody who felt hurt by that because it wasn't intentional and you guys deserve better than that. So I'm really going to work on that. But so I don't know how long these emails have really been going on. And I ignored them for the most part. I ignored them because I don't care. If you want to be a psycho and do that, that's fine. So the first emails were coming from Dorothy's mod, Ariana, who thinks I'm obsessed with her because I talk about the things that she does. So make sense. That's fine. Guys, I'm at some point, I'm just going to do a whole video of screenshots that I've either taken myself or people have sent me of these people's delusions. She thinks that, she genuinely thinks that I was criticized, or I forget the word that she used, but the fact that she had Ariana, like two of them. It's a joke, you dumb bitch. Like, get a sense of humor. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. But here's the thing. She emails me under her name, and she's got her own unique writing style and her own unique lack of knowledge of grammar and syntax. She's got that, so I feel like I'm pretty good at identifying that. So there's her, right? And I got emails from her, but then I started getting emails from some loser who took the time to create an email called grannyhatesemma@gmail.com or whatever the fuck. And they send me these one-line, like, things that are supposed to hurt my feelings. Like I'm going to be exposed and nobody likes me and everybody hates me and Granny hates me and that, I'm a crackhead and my mother who's sick is a crackhead, so fuck you. And it's just this weird shit. And, I had 3 people in mind as to who that was, but given current events and you couldn't have screwed yourself over any more than you did, get what this past week and it didn't help you at all. So I have 3 people that were kind of on my list. And because I brought it up into people's attention, I've had many people reach out to me to tell me things because people love to throw each other under the bus. So yeah, don't think that people keep their mouth shut about anything because they don't. So I'm confident enough to talk about this the way I'm about to because I know who you are. 98% sure. So yeah, we're going to go into that because, because here's the thing. And I know that here's where I'm about to get, I'm about to get the stupid I'm harassing people. But I'm going to, it's not a crime to talk about things that happen. So if something happens and you mention my fucking name on the internet, it is not a crime to talk about it. So shut the fuck up. Nope. And I'm going to be very damn careful with how I state things in here because you're not going to fucking twist it. You're not. And the person I'm talking about here is Lufa. Yes, Lufa. Yep. It's not a crime to say your name either, at all. You are a creator. That's how this shit works. And I don't talk about you. So I'll go into the situation. Because it, no anything at all is gonna make it so I'm not gonna talk about something that's happening to me. Not gonna happen. So Lufa, who I don't subscribe to Lufa. I had never watched her videos. I think I may have mentioned her like 3 times or whatever, and 2 of them were me like laughing and chuckling at her name because it's funny. I mean, who the fuck calls himself Lufa? Come on, it's funny. And that was it. And all I was saying was I was reacting to a clip of Natasha saying some things about her that she really doesn't like me to say. And I'm not going to say it on here, on this particular live. I'm not going to do it. But that's what I was reacting to. I was reacting to a clip of Natasha's. So if that's against the law, okay. I've never reached out to her. I've never emailed her. I had never commented on any of her videos. I had never gone to her channel. The only stuff that I had seen of hers was the stuff that would come into my recommended, whether I liked it or not. And it was just these videos about grannies watching that were really just inappropriate and not true. So that sparked my interest. And then there was a whole ordeal with, the giving the information about Granny's probation officer and stuff like that. So, I have a problem with that. So I spoke out about it. And I didn't realize that by speaking out about that, I was suddenly bullying and harassing her and threatening her life. Oh, yes, guys, that's right. Apparently, I am bullying, harassing, and threatening Lufa's life. And so much so that Natasha herself came on and did a community post about it. You can imagine my surprise when I saw that. I wish you guys could see my face. Now, here's where you surprised me, Natasha. Natasha, you are not a stupid woman. You are incredibly smart. I know you are. I know you're smart, and I know you know these people. So you do know that she doesn't tell the truth about, ask her for proof. If she can provide proof of anything that she's saying, go for it. But there is none. There is no proof. I didn't go for her. I mentioned her name. I'm sorry. I didn't know that mentioning someone's name was bullying, harassing, and threatening someone's life. Can somebody please show me the evidence? I'm waiting for it. Some of you ladies have very late homework assignments that are due that I'm still waiting for. So Lufa, I'm waiting for your receipts on me threatening your life, because that is a serious allegation. And you don't get to fucking come on here and say that I'm threatening your life when I've never even talked to you. The only thing I did was respond to a video that somebody had sent to me and said, you want to see this. So I responded to it. And don't worry, per other people's advice, other people that have had to deal with you, I screenshot every single thing that I say because I watch what you did in real time. You would delete my comment and then put up a new video, twisting it into some ridiculous narrative that was lies. So I screenshotted all of it, and don't make me put it out because I will. I will put it out. And that's not a threat either. That's within my right to do. There's nothing against that. Nothing I wrote in any of those things were inappropriate whatsoever. The only time that I may have said something inappropriate and potentially mean would be in the emails that I was receiving to Granny Hates Emma. And I find that very interesting. I find it very interesting that you're claiming those things. But the only time that could have been is if you're the one behind those emails. Imagine that. And on top of that, you mentioned in a comment you did a whole video about it, that I know that I could email you if I had a problem with myself being in a video or something like that. Bitch, I've never emailed you. I've never even talked to you. I've never made a video about you. I've never even tagged you in anything. I swear to you, I haven't mentioned your name more than I have seen you mention mine in chats in the past week. It is unbelievable. Never. You show me. If you're showing Natasha that, I think you just called yourself out about being behind the emails. Not going to lie, not to mention, no, you sound the same on it. And not to mention that there are some people that, had some things to say about that. I'll tell you that right now. The people on here aren't very loyal. But that's fine. I mean, it's wrong. What you're doing is wrong. You're harassing me. So if you really think that I'm doing those things, I will personally give you the phone number to my local police department. And you're more than well, although you probably already have it. If what I've been told is true about you and what you do with stalking and stuff. So I'm sure you already have it. So feel free to call. You show them all of your evidence, the stuff that doesn't exist. And then when they come to hear my side of the story, I will be more than happy to show them all of the harassment that you have thrown my way. And Natasha, I'm surprised at you. I didn't fucking do that. I didn't do that. Now, like I said, if anyone on this platform has a right to come for me and say what they want, it is Natasha Cooper. She can do that. I have no problem with Natasha responding to me. I deserve it. Natasha never did anything to me. I came on here to talk about her because I have a problem with some of the stuff that she does. And I want to talk about it. That's my choice. I do it because I want to. Nobody else has that honor. Dorothy, you fucking started it with me too. Still waiting on your fucking receipts for you to show that I was, conspiring behind your back. There is not one text message prior to the date that you did what you did that I ever mentioned you in a bad light. The only thing that you're going to find, the only thing even remotely possible like that is messages from December, which is before you and I even talked on the phone. And it had this to do with the wish list shit. And it wasn't even anything rude. Like, that's the worst you're going to find. So you want to say that you have receipts? Show me. I want to see them right now. I want to see them. You show me the receipts or you shut your fucking mouth. You came for me. So I will talk about you. And however, I don't need an excuse to talk about people. But Lufa, I've never talked about you. I may have mentioned you in passing or chuckled at your name. But I've never made a video about you like the ones that you made about me. I don't give a fuck if you make videos about me. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to come on here and say that I'm threatening your life, which is a serious allegation, when I've never threatened anybody's life in my entire life. That's not who I am. They're all going to fucking laugh at you. Everybody will laugh at you. Like, if you were to ever, everybody who knows me knows this. I have no words. And the fact that you ran to Natasha and she put that as a community post, I am surprised. You can imagine my face when I saw that. Let me tell you. I have not bullied you, Lufa. I have not harassed you. I haven't spoken to you. I don't care about you. You are not relevant in my life. So stop trying to make yourself relevant. I will ignore the emails from now on. But don't think I don't document it. And I have been. I've been documenting it. If anything, I have a harassment case against you. Who would have thought? But I'm not, whatever. It's a fucking internet. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, that makes me really angry. So if Natasha Cooper wants to come on here and respond to me, she has every right to, as long as she's not going to go real life and take it to inappropriate level, crossing some boundaries, which, unfortunately, Natasha, you have done to other people. So, color me skeptical that, you can play by those rules. But Natasha, you're not a dumb woman. You are a very smart woman. And I know that I know, I don't want to say this without being rude. Not to you, Natasha, but to other people. But I know that you get it. And I know that you see things for what they are. I know that you do. You're not crazy. Okay. You're not. Natasha Cooper isn't crazy. She's a lot of things, but she's not fucking crazy. Which is unlike the majority of the other people in this community. Let me tell you. Oh my God. So I'm just surprised that Natasha would even care enough to do that when she knows that Lufa does stuff. I've never done any of those things. So you're embarrassing yourself there. And this is the only time that I'm going to reference it. Although she has been escalating with, the things that she's saying, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore it. I don't fucking care. But, people want to claim harassment and then email me about my incredibly sick birth mother and call her a crackhead and say that I'm going to visit her to bring her crack or whatever and call me a crackhead. Since when was I a crackhead? I thought I was a heroin addict. Oh, wait, I thought I was making up my recovery journey. Oh, I don't know. Which one is it? And you know what? I know that none of this stems from a Natasha Cooper thing. Natasha Cooper doesn't do shit like this. Okay. Like her or not, Natasha Cooper isn't over here obsessing over people and, digging on them. No. She has other people like you that do that for her and send it to her. She's not obsessed like that. And I know some people are going to disagree with me there, but that's just how I see it. Dorothy, on the other hand, is crazy. So she just can't help herself. But I guess I'm unhinged and crazy and need a med adjustment. That was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I mean, that's a great joke, Dorothy, coming from you. If somebody like the likes of you and the ones in the chat that I saw, including you, Lufa, want to call me crazy, then I am honored that people like you think that I'm crazy. Because if you think that you guys are sane and I'm crazy, then I'm doing something right. Yeah, that's fine. And I feel like that's like completely dismissive. Like, do I struggle with mental illness? Sure. I think a lot of us do. I do have depression. I have ADHD. I've been open about all of this, but I do. I take my medication every single day as I'm supposed to, and I have it under control like I'm supposed to. And I'm not a fucking basket case on here. I'm actually very, very level-headed. And I think what you said, what was it, that I'm like a psychopath or something because I'm so calm and cool and collected. I'm not a psychopath or a sociopath. No. That I don't think that fits for me. Oh, that looks interesting. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm seeing all these new Netflix stuff coming out. It's on my TV screen. Some of this looks really good. I'm excited. Okay. See, there we go. ADD squirrel. Netflix. But yeah, I mean, I've had my fair share of struggles, but right now I couldn't be thinking more clearly. And you want to say that like I have nothing and my life is sad and whatever. Do you not even know? Well, I'm sure Lufa, you do. Do you know who I am? Because if you do know who I am, then I'm really unsure as to why you would be saying that. I actually have a very fulfilling life. Thank you very much. I don't sit on the internet all the time. And I don't just wait for, a Dorothy. Dorothy, there's a clip of you that I wanted to play. There's a few of them, but there was one particular one that I wanted to play. And I wanted to address with you because I found it to be rather amusing coming from you. Just so we can clarify things a little bit. And that's what the purpose of this stream is that we're going to set some things straight. Yep. And I'm not going to be silenced because you have mental issues. Nope. If it had been anything but you claiming that I'm threatening your life, I probably would have left it alone. Had you not run to Natasha, I probably would have left it alone. But because of all these things combined and then getting those emails on top of it, unfortunately, I am going to address it because you don't say people are threatening your life when they've never spoken to you. That's not okay. That's unhinged. That's crazy. That's behavior that is not acceptable. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. You can't do that. And I am going to address it. And if anybody thinks that I'm a bad person for addressing it, then I don't know what to tell you. Then I'm not the right channel for you because I have every right to. I'm not going to be taking this shit anymore. I am not your fucking punching bag and you're not going to fucking lie about me. You wanted a response, you're fucking getting one. And yes, I will raise my voice because I'm not always calm, cool, and collected. But I'm actually, you know what? Let me not. I don't like to play my hand before I'm ready to. Before I'm good and ready to. But like I said, I wouldn't trust the people around certain people. Yeah. You never know who's talking to who, and you never know who's throwing you under the bus behind the scenes. It's a beautiful thing. It's such an interesting phenomenon. But that's okay. Not like I didn't know. And not to mention like my other suspect here, and if it is her, I mean whatever. But here's the reason I don't think it's Pesky. Okay, and the reason I don't think it's Pesky is because Pesky hasn't been obsessively tagging me and making videos about me. Pesky hasn't been adding me in chats absolutely everywhere, saying the same thing over and over and over again. Pesky hasn't had my name in her mouth in a very long time, as far as I know. And the only time I think she's ever added me, as far as I know, is when I said that I was thinking about making a video about her. And then she responded then, which is her right to do. I had no problem with her responding. That's how this stuff works. I chose not to because at this point in time, not on my radar. I don't. Pesky's focused on other stuff right now. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe people will try to make it seem like it's others when it's. I don't know. Call me crazy. Call me unhinged. Call me the person wearing the tinfoil hat, but it all lines up, especially when I've received some of the information I've received. So yeah. And I've never made a video about you, Lufa. Never. Not one. Not one. Yet you've made how many about me now? How many of you tagged me in now? How many community posts? Or do you even have a community tab? I'm not sure. Probably. I have no clue because I don't subscribe to your channel. I only went to I didn't even know you had made videos. In fact, you had a whole backlog of them. I hadn't seen it until somebody sent it to me and was like, hey, you might want to go look at this. And I did. I had no idea you had a channel. I had no idea you did video. Well, I did know you did videos, but not about me. The only videos I had seen were the ones about Granny's watching that, quite frankly, I was surprised that because people had said a lot about you, but I don't believe things until I see it. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I try to give people a chance, and I hadn't really had any thought about you. I mean, I'd heard a lot, but I was like, it doesn't concern me. But when I saw that, I was surprised. I was surprised at that. And now I'm not, but yeah. And then what really set me off that I mentioned your name at all was the whole thing with the probation officer, because that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's going real life right there. And if you don't want people to talk about things, then don't do it. End of story. If I do something on here, I mean, seriously though, if I'm threatening you in your own, clip it in my own words and you show me all your evidence, please. Because all I have is you reaching out to me and tagging me and harassing me. And then you said you were in my comment section yesterday on my channel saying stuff. So if I'm that horrible, why are you on my channel? Like, this is what I don't understand. Natasha's not stupid. Why the fuck is she involving herself in that? Like, oh my God. And Natasha, to answer your question, you said, oh, it doesn't feel good. I don't care. Like, people can say whatever they want about me. It doesn't fucking care. You can call me boring. You can call me a crackhead. You can call me a heroin addict. You can call me whatever you want. It doesn't bother me. But you don't bring my family into it. That's the difference. And Natasha, you did not bring my family into it. So I don't really mind. And I have not brought your family necessarily into anything either like that. Nobody that hasn't been mentioned on here. And I don't usually take things. I don't go real life. I don't stoop to super low levels like other people do. And I know you guys want me to. I know some of you want me to, but I'm not going to do it. Just because I can do something doesn't mean I do or I should. And I'm not stupid. I'm not fucking stupid. I find it funny. If people thought I was boring, then, people wouldn't watch me, right? I mean, I wouldn't get views. I wouldn't have a community. I mean, if that was really the case, right? I think several, over 1,000 people disagree with you. They don't think I'm boring. I can be boring, sure. It really depends. A lot of the time, if I go on here like late at night, like I'm already like zoned out. Like I'm very calm at night because I have to be. I have a hard time sleeping. So I'm usually just like, I'm chill and I don't get as feisty. But if you get me on in the morning or mid-afternoon, I mean, I start to kind of, not have as much energy around now, but it doesn't really matter. Then I have a lot to say. And, it really depends. It depends on my mood. Just like it depends on your guys' mood. Sometimes you're boring as fuck too, Natasha. Actually, a lot of the time you're boring as fuck. Although, I will say it was, well, I don't want to speak too soon. But this isn't really about Natasha. I don't actually think I have anything that I wanted to really say about Natasha at this particular point in this live. All I wanted to say is I know that she talked about me, and I responded to that, and then she did that community post and, defending Lufa about something that never happened. And I think she probably knows that, which is what I'm so confused about. And if you were shown proof of anything, and if it was, I mean, she is behind the emails, which, hint, hint, wink, wink. And she showed you the response that I gave to that person. And that was her proof of me bullying after getting, 30 of these messages over and over and over again. Then I really hope that she showed you her part in those conversations too. And how many emails it took to get me to respond. And then she continues to do it. And I'm sure if I go on today, it's that, I put up, Okay. I'm going to segue into this next thing in just a second, guys. I need to go real quick, put this, I need to get another water out of the fridge. So I am going to put this on mute. And I know this is like so unconventional and unprofessional on a pre-recorded live, but we got to do what we got to do. I mean, if I'm thirsty, I'm thirsty. And if I get dry mouth, I get dry mouth. And I want to be able to talk because I can talk for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And I can just be boring all day long. And y'all, can have to suffer through me. I know it's so difficult. I don't know how you guys stand it. I don't know how you guys stand to listen to me. I mean, good Lord, I'm just so boring. This is fun for me. I mean, I could do this all day. I mean, I think it's fun. It's a game. Like, come on, like, don't get it twisted. But certain things do bother me, and I've always been hesitant to show my hand with that and show vulnerability because people are obviously going to do it more if they see that it bothers me, and I know this, but at the same time. I feel like I have the right to come on and talk about it. Like, you do not bring my sick mother into this at all. At all. Like that, you have no right to do that. You don't have no right. You want to call me a crackhead? You can call me a crackhead all day long. I don't fucking care. I'm not a crackhead. And I mean, look at my behavior versus some of the people you hang around. You tell me who's the crackhead. You tell me who's the crackhead. All right, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. If I was a crackhead, I wouldn't be all calm, cool, and corrected. Definitely wouldn't be. I'm calm, cool, and collected because this shit doesn't fucking bother me. It doesn't bother me. I find it funny. I find a lot of it funny. I'm very self-deprecating. There is nothing you can say about me that I already don't think about myself or have told myself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very critical of myself. I have very high standards for myself. I don't always like myself, to be honest. But in my lifetime, lately, I mean, I'm quite confident with who I am now. It's taken a long time, but in my life, I've had a lot of that, and there is nothing you can do or say that I have not already done to myself. So, with that being said, give me 2 minutes, guys, and I will be right back. All right, I think I'm back. Sorry, I'm eating some Gushers. I've been on this weird kick for food lately. I've just been craving Gushers and popsicles. It's the weirdest thing. I never liked popsicles either, but I've been going through them like crazy. And the stuff always gets stuck in my teeth. Oh, they're so good though. But yeah. So, oh my god, yeah. Oh, and don't want to mention teeth though. So yeah. But so what I want to preface this with is I had come on here and I haven't asked for anything from anybody. I've posted my Amazon wish list with, for helping me with my animal rescue stuff that I do. I've posted that a few times because people have wanted to know. So I've posted that a few times. But other than that, I have never posted that's actually not true. I did for Chicory's teeth. That was a whole fiasco. Everybody got their money refunded for that, actually. So there should be no no issues with that whatsoever. And that was unfortunate. I was sick on the day that his surgery was supposed to happen, and they couldn't reschedule and until several months in the future. And I felt bad having people's money, and because it was still in that account, so it got refunded and all that. So I know everybody knows they got it back. I got a couple emails about it, and they're like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "Well, the plague happened, and I couldn't bring the cat." Yeah, and they wouldn't even let somebody else bring him for me either. It was the weirdest thing. But I guess you can't be too safe, right? But yeah, so I don't ask people for anything on here. I'm not up here dry begging and dropping my PayPal link constantly. In fact, I don't really go live all that often. So, I don't know where that's coming from. But the one thing that I come on here and I do, the one time I do, I made a PayPal fund because everybody else does, so why not? And I don't know what else to do at this point. Is I'm trying. I got plane tickets to go see my birth family in 2 weeks, and that's pretty much all that I have for it. I got the plane tickets, and any other logistics, I'm not even thinking about. And the reason for that is that I have a lot of regrets in my life and not seeing them. Not seeing my mother. I don't want to talk. I'm not going to cry. But you guys, I think a lot of you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah. And see, I feel even uncomfortable even talking about it on here. That's how I am. I don't ask for help almost ever. It's a real thing that I've struggled with forever. Like I'm very embarrassed about it. But I did post a thing in case anybody wanted to donate to it, to help with the expenses of a hotel, food, anything else that I would need. And I'm going to be there for a week. And some people have been incredibly generous with that thus far, and I am so, so grateful. But if you're going to come out here and you're going to say that I'm dry begging to go see my crackhead mother, that's really inappropriate thing to say. And, Natasha the other day was saying that, what did these people do to help others in their community? Well, Natasha, it's interesting you ask that because I don't come on here and brag about it, but I will. I'll go through it. I'll go through what I've done. I don't come on here and brag about it because I don't need the recognition, but let's start. Okay, let's start. I have donated to several people's. Anytime somebody drops a fundraiser, 9 times out of 10, until my circumstances change very recently, I would donate. So I have donated to, if I, maybe I won't use names, but actually no, I will. I've donated to Lindsay's fundraisers. I have donated to, and this is on my time from YouTube, so November on. I have donated to a woman whose house flooded. I've donated to a woman who lost her son, and I'm sorry, I don't remember the subscribers' names. This was a while ago. I bought Christmas gifts for 4 people in this community, spending anywhere between $50 to $100 on each of them. Some of them needed the help less than I did, which was very interesting to me afterwards. And then I lost my income, my job, after Christmas. So, my circumstances changed. But if I had anything extra, I would donate it. I've donated to multiple other people. I promise you that, and they know it too. And any time that I've had the opportunity to help people, I try to do that. Even if I don't know them, because I like to put good out into the world, and hopefully that, if somewhere down the line, like here, and my circumstances change, that people will show me the same generosity. And that's just, and I do it because that's what community does. And it's just, that's how I've been my whole life. I mean, I didn't get, I was raised Jewish. I'm sure I'll get a nasty email about that again too. That'll be the next one. And that's okay. I'll post that for everybody too. Everybody can know that, you're anti-Semitic as well. So don't do that, please. Or else you want it displayed for everybody. And I mean, that would be your choice then. I told you guys, I got an email from somebody, and I think I know who it was. And I'm not going to say it out loud because there's actually a big, this person's name is in everyone's mouths right now, and I want nothing to do with it. But it basically said, it was in all caps, and it said, "No wonder you're so concerned with Natasha's money. It's because you're a Jew," or something like that. Something equally offensive. But I'm not sure. I don't know who it's from. So I mean, that was one of the first emails I got. So not pointing fingers. I just it sounded a bit like certain people, but that's neither here nor there, and it's not even relevant anymore, so it doesn't matter. But for Hanukkah, we didn't get Hanukkah gifts growing up. All the money that my parents would have spent on gifts and my extended family, we would sponsor 8 boys in a group home every year and buy them their gifts. Every single year we would sponsor these 8 boys that were in a group home and had nothing. And we would buy them. I mean, this was back in the 90s. And so, I mean, early 2000s. So, I mean, I know this sounds like crappy now, but Walkman sets with the headphones, cologne sets, toiletry products. We would get them what was some of the other stuff? Oh my God. I can't even think of it, but it was a lot of stuff. We would fill up these giant bags of stuff, and we'd get their sizes. So we would buy them clothes, like sweatpants, hoodies, hats, gloves, stuff like that. And we did that every single year. I was raised with giving as a main focal point in my values. So I don't know what you're talking about with that. You can't say these people when you don't know all of us. I've seen a lot of generosity, a lot of places, and I just didn't appreciate being told that I don't do as much as the Queen. First of all, I don't have the means to do as much as the Queen, but I also don't need to come on here and brag about it and talk about it and anything like that. I don't find it necessary. I don't need to do that to, boost my own self-worth or prove to anybody that I'm a good person. I don't need to do that. So that being said, y'all can miss me with the stupid sad fishing, whatever. Have you looked at the people you hang around? You want to call me sad fishing? Go fuck yourself. What the hell? Okay, hold on, guys. I was looking for a particular clip that I was going to do a video on, but you guys seem to prefer this style. If my analytics are of any use, which they seem to be. You see, I imagine that people actually like the live style where they have to listen to me talk opposed to the video. I must not be that boring. Or maybe I'm just so boring. It's like an anomaly and people want to come on and watch the person who's just so fucking boring. Maybe it's that. I really don't know. Let's see. I hope I have this organized. I swear to you I do. Damn it. Okay, hold on, guys. I don't think I wanted to play that yet. Let's see. Because I need to play this one clip to segue into what I want to talk about. So give me a second, guys. I'm going to put this on my headphones really quickly just so I don't play anything I don't want to yet. Let's see. Hold on. Come on. Yes, here. Okay. Oh, here we go. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's start here, shall we? Okay. I'm going to start right here. Okay. So this is Dorothy, guys. All right. Well, let's listen to what Dorothy has to say, and you can hear my response to it.
And watch it. What do they put out for content? CJ only writes songs when she's trying to insult or degrade somebody. There's nothing creative about that. She doesn't make the music. She's a piece of shit. Okay,
Dorothy.
It's disgusting how she attacks Natasha, makes up lies. Get over it, CJ.
Really?
Just get the fuck over it and move on. You've tried every which way to hurt her. It's not going to work.
Okay, so let's first go into that. So, because anybody who knows me has known that I have always said that I think CJ is probably the most creative person on here. Because writing songs like that, who cares if she doesn't write the music? Do you know how, let me see you rewrite a song, Dorothy. Go ahead. Go ahead. I've heard you sing some songs before, and they're pretty fucking awful. They don't even make sense. Like, not even slightly. So, you know, what CJ does is actually it's difficult to do because you're writing your own lyrics. I mean, it might as well be that you're writing a song. Her lyrics, if you go put them side to side with what the lyrics from the actual song are and then what CJ's lyrics are, they're completely different. It's very unique. In fact, so much so that I actually, for when I did mine, I took a page out of her book and didn't even try to make the stuff rhyme with the original text. She even dropped it down an octave, which I should have done because I can't sing at all, but you know, I don't have any range. I can semi-pass for singing at a lower range that song was not at. But CJ even dropped it down an octave. So I think that's incredibly creative. Let's see you do that, Dorothy. Let's see you do that. What's your creative? And here's what that segued in for me. What's your creative content, Dorothy? Please tell me what your creative content is. I would like to know. What do you do that is original and creative? Nothing? Nothing? I'm still waiting. What is your content if it isn't talking about other people, Dorothy? Oh, that's what your content is? Oh, imagine that. Imagine, so don't you fucking content shame people. Get out of here. You're no better than me or anybody else. None of you are. We all do the same thing. Don't even. And in fact, you're like one of the least creative on here. Other people do other things. I make a choice to do things the way I do. It's not because I don't have other content. It's not because I'm unhinged or obsessed. I don't think about you. I don't think about it. In fact, if we want to go into this, okay. You're the one who has talked about me constantly lately. Constantly. Making up lies. And yeah, if you're going to lie about me, I'm going to come on here and correct those lies. That's just how it works. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, you can respond to me, but you don't get to fucking come on here and lie and send your fucking crazy batshit loony, like certified insane minions after me either. I mean, God, like between all of you, I mean, geez, like you guys could fill a psych ward. Natasha likes to say this side of the community is a psych ward when she sits next to some of you guys. Oh, that's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. But you guys can try and discredit me all you want, saying that I'm crazy, I'm unhinged. I think all anybody needs to do is listen to me and then listen to you guys. And we'll let them make that decision for themselves. All right. That excludes Natasha. Natasha is not crazy. Okay. I'm going to say that right now. Natasha's not crazy. She's not nuts. She is her own different sort of problem, but she's not crazy. So exclude her from that equation, please. I would like to think I would be excluded from that equation as well. But I guess we're going to go that low because there's nothing else you can go at for me. You can call me ugly. I don't fucking care. I'm better looking than you. You can call me boring. That doesn't bother me. Clearly, a lot of people disagree. A lot of people find me very interesting. And a lot of people think you're just fucking crazy and nuts. And your opinion doesn't matter because you don't like me. So why would I care what people who don't like me? I already know you don't like me. I already know that. There's nothing else to be said about it. But what's setting me off right now is you're not going to fucking lie and say I'm threatening someone. That's ridiculous. I have never even spoken to you. And you know that. You fucking know that. So shame on you. That's a really, really horrible thing to do. I would never come on here and accuse somebody of threatening my life who in fact, if anything, if I had been harassing somebody, the last thing I would do is turn around and say that other person was, threatening my life. I haven't. You make videos about me. Where's my videos about you before I talk about you in this one? Please show me. Please show me. Like I said, I will give you my local police department's number. You can call and you can show them all of your evidence. And then when they come to look at everything that's been done to me, I'm pretty sure they're going to see it differently, just like anybody else who lives in this world and reality. Oh my God. You should have seen my face when I saw that. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, what a fucking joke. But then the more I sat with it, the more it bothered me because here's somebody saying that I'm threatening to kill them or whatever. And that's not something. No, you want to call me ugly. You want to call me boring. Not sure why you would call me a bully of yours. I mean, if you want to say I'm bullying somebody, I mean, I can see that being maybe valid for other people, but certainly not for you, Lufa. Certainly not for you, because I don't talk about you. Like, what the fuck? And I'm not going to after this either. This is where it ends, okay? You can keep sending me your stupid emails. I do not care. I'm not going to look at them going forward. This is your response. This is the reaction you want. You can continue to lie about me all you want and then get all offended when somebody mentions you back. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. You know, you want to cross those lines? No. I'm not doing this anymore on here. I'm not fucking coddling anybody. Not doing it. It's not how this works. If you don't like it, then you shouldn't be on here. That's how I see it. If you can't take the heat, then get out of the kitchen for a while. That's how this, and I'm not even doing anything that's like even remotely as terrible as I've seen other people on here do. But yeah, I guess I'm the bully. Okay. That's really fucking funny. But whatever. And everyone's like, oh, well, she's so calm and collected. Yeah, this is fun. I can do this all day long. Sure. I don't take that. That's the difference between you and me. And, I don't take this seriously. They say in comments, I wish I could show you some of these comments. These Looney Tunes say, they're like, oh, BeePlus is so obsessed. She's so unhinged. She was making fun of my name because I have it twice. Bitch, it's a sense of humor. I mean, what the fuck? Oh my God. Like, I have no words for you people. I really don't. Like, it is so incredibly frustrating, especially when like we're not even on the same level. We're not in the same caliber. You're not in my league here. So like there's major communication differences going on. Like I have challenges like communicating with people who aren't rational and don't think the way that, somebody who lives on this planet does. I've given up. I give up. But yeah, Lufa, if you want to find, you can go through it. I mean, I will gladly provide my entire digital history to anybody. You want to go through here, you want to count how many times I've ever mentioned or typed or mentioned your name in my mouth at all. I don't even think it would come close to the amount of times that I've seen you adding me in chats this week, making videos about me and saying my name. Wouldn't even come close. So who's obsessed and unhinged? Who? It ain't me. And Dorothy, you started this shit. You. I did nothing to you. Nothing. So you can fuck off at that. And I do what I want. If I want to talk about it, there's no shame in my content. This is how this works. I mean, just because you have more enemies than I do and you have more people to talk about, what do? You talk about other people, Dorothy. That's all you do. What is your content? How are you different than me? How? I'm still waiting because last time I checked, you were obsessed with, Natasha Cooper going off on her. And then you spent months going after solely grannies watching. So who's unhinged and obsessed? Who? Because it ain't me. I do this because I want to. I don't care. I'm going to, make my videos. I'm going to come on here and talk. And there's nothing anybody can do about that because this is my right to do. You get to do it too, right? And in fact, at least I'm not on here lying. Unlike you, who's putting out these ridiculous narratives. And quite honestly, it's just laughable to me because I don't particularly care what your people think of me. That's not people I want in my community anyways. I'm all set with that. Thank you. Anybody who I liked from your community has already run as fast as they can away from you because they see you for who you are. A fucking crazy woman who, quite frankly, I'm not sure isn't dangerous, if I'm honest. You plot and you scheme and your whole life is YouTube. You spend all your time on the internet or thinking about the internet or, you don't do anything else. So I have no doubt in my mind that you just sit there all day talking to people about what you can dig up on other people and what information they can give you. I mean, it must be very frustrating for you guys to not be able to find any big bombshells on me, right? I know it must be very frustrating for you. Because there are none. Or else you make them up. So that's where we're at is if, I saw a video. What was it, Lufa? What was that today? Bombshells. I didn't even watch it because I don't care. I don't know what bombshells you'd be showing. I mean, certainly it wasn't any that meant anything, or else somebody would have texted me. In fact, what I was told it was by people who did watch it was incoherent nonsense. So yeah, there's that. So that was my report as to what that video contained from people who did watch it. So yeah, I'm not sure that I'm gonna even watch that. Because why are you even talking to me? Like that's the funniest part of this is you came out of nowhere. But it's interesting because I've been talking about it. A lot of people have reached out to me and shared their similar experiences, and I am not alone. I'm not alone. There's a lot of people who have had to deal with this, and I don't know what I did to have the honor of being your next obsession, but here we are. But I'm not putting up with it. I'm not doing it. I don't have time. I don't have time to play games with people who don't even live in my world. You don't exist. So no. And yeah, like I said, I've said this 1,000 times. And Natasha Cooper wants to clap back at me. She has every right to. That's fine. I deserve it. Dorothy, not so much. I've gone for Dorothy, but she started it and she's continued it, and she lies a lot. So, and has no proof to back it up. None whatsoever. So until she shows whatever proof she has, which she won't because she doesn't have any, because it doesn't exist, I don't know. I'm going to continue doing exactly what I'm doing, and I'll talk about whoever the fuck I want. I don't give two fucks. That's my right to do. If I want to comment something that you do on the internet in public, then I'm going to do that. That's called, it's allowed. It's not against the law. It's not against the law to say someone's name, as not to mention their username on here, which is public, and they have a channel. But don't you dare say their name. No, you can't do that. They can say whatever they want about you, though. They can, tag your name over and over and over and over and over again, but oh no, you can't say their name back. Oh no. Nope. That's not how this shit works. And it's not how it's going to work with me. I don't give a fuck. Okay? You're going to stop harassing me right the fuck now. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. You're going to stop harassing me. I've never done anything to you. Never. And I'm still not going to. And I know why you're upset. Because you know what I know that I know. We know this, okay? I'm not going to say it here. I'm not going to say it, but the clip that I was referring to at the beginning of this, which, by the way, was on Natasha Cooper's panel, so you might want to ask her about that instead of me. I've just heard that information confirmed by at least 8 other people. So, a lot of people have, and whatever. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to do that. I'm not here to hurt people. I'm not here to do that. Yeah, but if you don't stop, I'm going to keep talking about it. But I'm not going to, I'm not like the bad guy here. I'm really not this villain that you want me to be so badly. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do that because that's what you want. There are some people on here that just want to play victim 24/7 because they get attention from people and they just want to be everybody feel bad for them or whatever. But it's not even real. How am I supposed to believe that anything is real when you're saying I'm bullying you and I've never even been to your channel until 2 days ago. And the comments that I left were completely within my range of saying things. I'm not really sure what part of that is bullying. Or else you misinterpreted the fact that I said, if you poke a bear, you can't be upset if you get bit. Apparently that's a threat, I guess. I don't know. That's the only thing I could possibly think of. That could have been misconstrued in somebody's mind who isn't thinking rationally. But that's a figure of speech. And I was saying that in regards to, I don't expect to not get bit if I'm going to go poke a bear. I get it. I know I run that risk. I'm very calculated. I always run risk. I'm a business person. But it doesn't bother me. And the whole shit of Granny does. I don't give a fuck if Granny likes me or not. Granny doesn't have to like me. I'm okay if Granny hates me. That's cool. I don't care. I'm still gonna I don't have a problem with her. It doesn't matter. I stand up for what I believe in, and what was done to her was wrong, and I stood up about it. I don't care if she's my friend or not. I like Jess. I don't have a problem with her. I don't know why that's such something that you guys are pushing so much. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense. But, you know, here we are. I mean, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that, I mean, I'm very perceptive too. Like, you know, and I know Natasha says this as well, so I don't really want to say it the way she does, because I don't want to be, you know, accused of copying her. Oh, God forbid, you know, because I'm just so jealous, I guess. I'm not fucking jealous. Come on. We all have things that, you know, we like about ourselves or whatever. And I will say, you know, if I had to choose about who I was in this community, like, you know, it sure as fuck would, you know, I don't know, Natasha Cooper, at least she has a brain, and, you know, she's very smart. I mean, that alone is an attribute that is lacking in a lot of places. You know, she's not crazy. So I don't know what to tell you. Certainly not jealous of the Looney Tunes on here. But whatever. And I've gone on about what my issues with Natasha are. I think I've been very loud and clear about that. I don't think I need to go into that. This isn't a Natasha video per se. And that's why I didn't come on here and like make a big deal about what she said about me. That's fine. I expected it. I expected worse, honestly. You know, I made a fun little video to respond to it, and it is what it is. And then I got that community post about me apparently bullying her, and then she shared a video that she had made of that's supposed to be offensive to me. I don't know. I didn't watch it. Although, was that a threat to my life? Because it said buzz. You know, what was the title of that? Was it, you know, buzz off, be splat or something? Was that a threat to my life? This is how ridiculous you sound, by the way. So can I take that as a threat to my well-being and my life too now? Can that be a thing? Because you said that. What was the title of it? Let's see. It was very stupid. I mean, I would read these all to you, except I'd probably be called a bully. So yeah, wouldn't want to read somebody's own words back to them. Oh no, that's not allowed. No, you're just a big mean bully if you read somebody else, you know, what they wrote to you. Get the fuck out of here. Like, seriously. Where is it? Or did I not find it even important enough to keep? Because it doesn't fucking matter. Because I don't care about your childish games. Because I don't have time. Where is it? If I don't find it, I really don't mind. What was it? Shit. Oh, yes, it was buzz, splat. So, yeah, guys, that's threatening my life right there. Lufa, you're threatening my life. You know, you're threatening to kill a bee. So, I guess you're threatening my life. That's how ridiculous this is. That right there. That pretty much sums it up entirely. So, yeah, I'm waiting on that proof. And I guess I'll be here for, you know, when it's shown. And you best believe that if you know, anybody ever tries to doctor anything, you best believe that you show the whole conversation, because if it's the emails that I suspect are from you, you better show what you've written. And why don't you show everybody that email as well, just the address alone? Well, I've been sharing it. So, yeah. And I mean, and if the other person was trying to throw you under the bus, I mean, that's something you'd have to take up with them. I'm just saying. But for now, I don't think it was. I'm leaning towards you. You're the only one obsessed with me right now, and Ariana already emails me daily under her own email. So, you know, do I ever respond? I think I've responded like once. Called you crazy or something. I don't know. Because what you write to me is very fucking crazy. Hold on, guys. That's right. Oh my God, I love Gushers. I need to throw these out. I'm going to eat the whole bag. I really, no. Nope. Throw them across the... All right. Just eating one more. I know I'm chewing. It could be humming. All right. They're so addictive, I'm telling you. How's it already 5 o'clock? Hear the bells going in the back there. You guys probably can't hear it. I always think you guys can hear things that you can't. But yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like dedicating any more time to this here right now. I want to go enjoy the rest of my day. Hang out with my dogs. You know, have a life, do stuff. I'm a full-time grad student. Yeah, I'm a crazy person with. That's what's so funny to me. Like, you guys try to undermine me. You guys try to. I had another topic that I was going to bring up before a lot of the stuff that has been going on recently started happening, and I'm going to address that stuff too. Because I certainly have thoughts and feel very strongly about the incident with Sally Ann. And I truly hope that, she's recovering and getting, the support that she needs, because, you could hear how hurt she was. You could hear that. It was hard to listen to. It broke my heart, honestly. It takes a lot to get me to kind of feel like that, but I heard it. Like, that wasn't something you can fake, that pain in her voice. And that broke my heart. It was very hard for me to listen to. It definitely had me shook. So I definitely have a lot to say about that, but I don't want to go on. I want to, there's other stuff I want to do today. If I want to put out another one later, I will. And I know a lot of people have been discussing it. I've been in chats. I've been pretty vocal or whatever. So I know people know how I feel about that entire situation. And yeah, we can go out into that at a later point, but I just wanted to at least mention it so people know that I am, in fact, going to be saying something about it. I do, in fact, have very strong thoughts and opinions on it. I send nothing but positive vibes and well wishes to Sally Ann. I don't know Sally Ann. I don't know her. I have never spoken to her. I was not a subscriber to her channel. I didn't even know she had a channel, honestly. Because I find that thing a lot. I don't know that people have channels, and I'm like, really? I'm oblivious. I'm not online all the time. I'm really not. But somebody let me know that there was this going on, and so I went and I clicked on it, and I saw that. I didn't see any other part of that. So I did not see anything with like Robbie's panel. I have not seen that. And maybe I should before I speak on it, but from what I've heard and the clips that I've heard and stuff, my concern is more, what happened over on Sally Ann's panel, and the behaviors that we can go into that later. But I do have thoughts, but I probably should watch the whole thing before I do speak on it. I don't think it's going to change my opinion. Because what I did see, I have enough to say about. Like, we don't even need to bring it any further than that, except for what I saw. That's all I need to know to have an opinion. So there's that too. But I don't know, guys. Just be kind to each other, I'm not, and I know Lufa finds that very funny that I say stuff like that, because apparently I'm not nice to her or whatever. In this video, sure, but how much poking and prodding have you done, Lufa, to get this from me? How much? Because I could make an entire video showcasing all of it. And I guarantee you it's going to be about 3 to 4 times longer than yours, of any time I've even mentioned to you whatsoever. In fact, I don't think I really haven't. Like I said, I think what bothered you was me talking about that clip that, which, I'm not going to play. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to perpetuate that information if you don't want me to. Because I'm not a bad guy. I just play one on YouTube sometimes. I'm actually a very caring person, but don't fuck with me. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. That's what people do. They do. They're like, oh, she's really nice. She's too nice. She's, she lets people walk on her. No, there's a difference. There's a difference. If I let people walk on me, I do it on purpose. So I always know what's going on. Like, I get it. You have to do that sometimes, right? Like, you're being manipulated, but sometimes you go along with it, right? Because you weigh the pros and cons, and you make decisions, and sometimes they're hard decisions. I'm not talking about just on YouTube. I'm talking about life in general. Sometimes it's better to just keep your mouth shut. Sometimes it's better to open your mouth. Sometimes I don't know which is the better one to do, and I make mistakes just like everybody else. I'm not perfect. I learn as I go. I'm a work in progress. I never claim to be perfect. I never claim to be anything other than who I am. But I mean, I can't say I'm, displeased. I'd certainly rather be me than many of you. That's for sure. But I feel sorry for you. If you want to, if it makes you feel better to call other people unhinged and obsessed, because it makes you feel like you're less so, then I guess have at it. But don't say that I'm threatening your life when that never happened. That's absurd. That's absurd. And I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that. Especially when I've literally, like, I was racking my brain for hours. I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? I have no idea. And I'm sure when I post this video, I will have a slew of videos made about me from her. And I'm not going to watch a single one of them. None. Because I don't subscribe to your channel. I don't go looking. Because I don't care. I haven't done anything. So if I haven't done anything, I don't have anything to worry about, do I? This is the response to it. So, you know, if you want to just highlight something I said here that maybe got a little bit louder or whatever, then fine. Let's showcase everything that you've said about me. How about that? Because, you know, when you put it all and you actually put it all together, I think you'll see that it's not the look that you're going for or the narrative you're going for. And I have documentation. So, and I will continue to document everything that I do see. And I know people that do it for me. So, you know, they happen to see your videos, or maybe they subscribe to you. I don't fucking know. I don't really care how they come across the stuff that you say, but I'm glad that they did and brought that to my attention. And there was nothing I'm not going to justify this anymore. What the hell? What? My watch is talking to me and it's weird. And before you say I'm crazy, I have an Apple Watch, so I'm not crazy. It talks to my earbuds sometimes. You know what? No, I forgot to, hold on. Before I go, are we having a party next door? Oh, fuck my life. Hold on, guys. We're going to take a little walk. We're going to go see if my neighbors, who literally live 1 foot away from my window, are having a party tonight in their driveway, which I swear to God, I will be the crankiest person on the planet. Hold on. All right. I'm really hoping that there's music at a red light. Oh, but it's not, though. Oh, fuck. Hold on, guys. I need to go see this. I mean, it could be coming from any direction, really. I mean, I'm surrounded by houses and people that like to have parties in their driveways and play very loud music. Okay. I've stated that I hate where I live many times. People, they'll open their doors, right? And they'll put their, you know, they have custom sound systems. So they have like the bass turned up and they'll put their music, which is super bass heavy. Like you could probably hear it. Y'all want to listen to it? Let's go take a walk. Let's listen to it. And I don't even know what house this is coming from. This is probably from like 2 blocks away. And this is right at my living room window. Oh boy. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I certainly can. And then I can't unhear it. And I live at a very busy street, so when you're sensitive to sound like I am, because I'm very sensitive to sound, it's going to bother me. And what the fuck? Oh my God. I know you guys are laughing at me right now. This is going to bother me so much I have to close the window. Where is that coming from? And I swear they hear me like yelling about it too, so they turn it on louder. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they don't like me. Well, they don't like my dogs. No one likes I don't like their dogs either, though. At least I put mine on a leash. Oh, snap. Who is this? Who just texted me? Oh, I have not heard from this person in like a year. I'm sorry, I just got a text from somebody who I'm very excited to get a text from. Hold on, guys. Oh God. I always I'm afraid that people are going to call me. I'm like, I'll text you, but like, please don't call me. And she might. That's okay. I haven't talked to her in forever. That's exciting. I've actually heard from like 2 of my best friends in my entire life now. 2 of them that I haven't spoken to in a long time because I suck. And I've been dealing with my own shit. And they've been dealing with theirs, and, you know, we're adults, so, you know, we don't really have the free time we used to. Yes, I finished my workout. Thank you, Apple, whatever the fuck. Okay. But I was going to play this other clip. What was it? What did that clip say? Maybe I'll just do a video about it. I don't know. Or I'll save it for something else. But basically, it's just Dorothy being dumb as hell and saying that she has, like, creative content and nobody else does. when her content is literally talking about other people just as much as anyone else's is. And at least, other people do other stuff, and she certainly doesn't. All of her content is either incoherent rambling, but the majority of it, I would say, is her talking about other people. So how are you better than me, Dorothy? Huh? Still waiting. I'm still waiting for your receipts. Oh, right. Okay. Yes. That was it. Yep. Okay, guys, hold on. Oh, shit. I forgot about this. I'm like talking to my phone and this. Oh, hold on. Crap. I knew this text was coming. And this is going to throw my game off because this is a decision that I'm trying to decide to make because I am flat broke. So, damn it. Okay, that's okay. I don't I really try, especially with people like focusing on me the way they are. I try not to give out too much information about my personal life, what I do, what my job is, and stuff like that. But oh God, all I'm going to say is unless they're paying for this, I don't think I'm going to be able to go. I was supposed to be traveling for quite a bit in September, but I don't think I'm going to. I can't even. That's not going to happen. Yeah, not going to happen. That's all right. They'd have to. I'm not going to work an event if they can't pay for my transportation and stay and stuff like that. I can't do that. I don't care how much they're offering me. Oh God, yes. Okay. Hold on. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I'm bored. Okay, now I'm being boring. I'm going to stop looking at my phone and I'm going to talk about it. Basically, though, what Dorothy was saying with this, and I wanted it to play in her own voice, but I'll just do it here anyways. She was saying, show me some receipts. Show me the receipts. Show me the receipts, bitch. Where's yours? You don't have any. None. There is no evidence of me whatsoever talking about you in any way, shape, or form prior to you fucking me over. None. Except maybe me commenting about the whole wish list thing. And that was before you and I started talking at all. And it wasn't even anything particularly awful. I think I said that, honestly, I'll go find what I said, but I think I said something along the lines of, you're delusional, not delusional, you're, what's the word? Oblivious, but I think you come from a good place. I think that's what I said, actually, verbatim, but I could be wrong. But that was the gist of it. And unless you're talking about that text, then there's nothing else that you could possibly find. And I know you said at a different point when you opened your mouth about me, because I have every instance of it, that, because you saw Granny's ex-mods in my chat, then that must mean that I was, a spy for Kim and Granny. Well, you're quite friendly with some of them, or have been. And, what did you ask them? Because pretty sure they tell you the same thing I am. I had nothing. I wasn't talking to Jess at that point. Not even at all. I had never spoken to Kim privately at that point in time. I mean, that's just facts. That's so ridiculous. And, maybe those ex-mods should go over to you and clarify that for you and tell you that that's not what happened. And then maybe you can apologize and say, hey, B, I lied about you and I'm sorry. But you won't. You won't. You'll just continue to make up lies about me. And then I'll just continue to, clap back at you? Or I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I don't care. I really don't. Nothing, like I said, nothing you're going to say is going to fucking, it doesn't bother me. It's funny. But you're not going to bring my family into this. That's not going to happen without me saying something. And anything else is just stupid. Like you guys, oh my God. I have nothing else to say about that at the moment right now. But I will say that I will come on at some point soon to discuss the other stuff that's gone on in the community, but I've been kind of backlogged with stuff that I needed to address. So I first wanted to address this situation, and I am going to be, preparing myself for whatever the fuck this brings on, because I've had people say both. I've had people say ignore it. I've had people say address it. I've heard people say it doesn't matter how you handle this with this person. She's still going to continue. So I don't really think it matters. And I want to talk about it. So, but this is it. I'm not doing it again. So Yeah. So I really hope now that the emails will stop. Yep, that's what I'm saying. I know, I'm sure they're not. I'm sure Ariana will continue. Because, yeah, she emails me under her own thing, and she writes a particular way. And then this person, Granny Hates Emma, writes a particular way, too, which is very similar to how somebody on here writes. I know, imagine that. I mean, the evidence is just piling up. But, in my opinion, of course, can't state facts. I don't know for sure. But when I do, I'll certainly let people know. Because imagine having the time to make those emails and sit there and, message me obsessively. Like, that's obsessive. That's obsessive. If I posted the amount of messages you've sent, like, that's unhinged. That's crazy stuff. And that's not from Team Natasha. That's from Dorothy's camp. More specifically, I mean, we know who it's from, but, just saying. People like to talk. So I'll just leave it at that. But please stop. Just stop, okay? I'm not going to talk about you. You don't talk about me. You leave my name out of your mouth. I never had your name in my mouth. And we'll just go on our merry way. So maybe you could find somebody else to be obsessed with. Although I hope you don't, because nobody needs this shit. Okay? Nobody. It's weird. I've never had somebody like literally obsessed with me before, and now I have like 2 of them. That's okay though. They can deflect that all they want. I mean, it's funny. I laugh at this every day. I mean, you can ask my friends. Like we just sit here and laugh about it together. They're like, "Why do you even like go on here? Like these people are nuts." And I'm like, "I know." But there are good people here too, and that's why I'm here. I'm here for you guys, the ones who enjoy listening to me, the ones of you who did hit that thumbs up button and have hit that subscription button. And do comment what you think in the comment section below. You guys are the all-stars here. I also wanted to thank absolutely everybody who has donated to my PayPal fund so far. I am so grateful. You have no idea. It's hard for me to talk about, and I don't even really want to come on here and talk about it because it's not for YouTube, because clearly there are people that take it as a joke, as you can see. I put this up on my community post, so if you're unsure of what I'm talking about, go ahead and check out my community wall, my community tab, and you can see the post that I made showcasing that email. So I'm not going to bring it on here. So, I mean, if you want more information about it, I mean, I'm happy to let people know privately if I can, but I appreciate the support. I'm going to need it, and it means a lot. It means a lot. I don't have anything else to say, but thank you. Like, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. There are some good people here. I'll never forget. I'll never forget it either. And I don't forget people that have been kind to me. That'll stick with me. Especially, and I'm not including people that but that's a whole other story. But you guys know what I'm talking about. The people who donated, that's you. Everybody who's hitting that thumbs up, that's you. Anybody who's subscribed to my channel, that's you as well. Even you haters, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You are a valued member of my community. Never in my life did I think I'd have haters, but here we are. So I don't know, guys. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to upload this, and I will see you guys very, very, very soon. Have a great day.